Monotype, a game about raising a Tamagotchi and a pet. Let's get started. Your neighborhood, New Ribosum City. Change the DNA spin on your screen. They make a web of helices into the logo of God. Imatocorp has appeared in a white font. The ad has begun. They were all the rage in the 2100s. You knew them as monotypes, your digital pocket friend. You feed them, play games with them, and watch them grow. Mom and dad liked them because they were no cleanup, and you liked them because they seemed real. With the advent of the digital age, we at Imatocorp have noticed society changing. Birth rates in this country have hit an all-time low not seen since the plague. Soon our workforce will be depleted and we will have an unemployed. God, our workforce will be depleted and unemployed once this occurs. Industry will fail. As you all know, this is an essential threat not only to ourselves, but importantly, our GDP. Monotypes, our digital pocket pets, have supported this decline. We want people to have kids. This unfortunately cannot be accomplished through digital software. It can, however, be accomplished through our new product. Today, we are excited to announce the shipment of our new line of Monotypes, the real Monotype. The digital enters the physical. Cuddle them like real pets, play with them like real pets, watch them grow and change. Know the joys of parenthood. Order now. Heck, no cost. Supplies are unlimited. Place an order. Yes. The order is coming sooner than expected. The Postal Service is expediting all Monotype orders. When you head to work the next day, you find out that this is a government-sponsored program. The Ranger corrals your team into a huddle. Yep, your order has been canceled. We'll be providing work issue ones. He explains that everyone will be receiving a Monotype. Has partnership formed between the Motocorp employee acts. You're right on the money, Christine, your manager says. We have to get this country moving. And corporate wants to do the vehicle change, he says, shaking his fist in the air. Your hours will be unpaid, but a week will be passed like nothing. It's a party on Friday. Your home, New Ribosum City. A dust storm led in the air. You are in a desert-like area. There is nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find Eddie. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Supplies limited. You're awake. Remnants of the dream pass and fade into static. You're back to your show. You're going to watch television until you hear noise outside your door. Someone has left something on your porch. It is for you. When you open the door, there is a small creature laying in the basket and sleeping soundly. Turn it over. The Monotype you ordered has arrived. It has soft skin, its ears are pointed, and they feel like being bags upon further inspection. It is Monotype, but it's been physical form, as per the ad. You want to assume it's a plushie. To your surprise, however, the Monotype is warm. The terms of your purchase have not been released. Keep it. Yes. You take the creature inside. The Monotype lives for approximately 7 days. A note has been packed inside the basket. Take care of them, and they will grow. Monotypes love humans, so give them love back. It's essential for their well-being. The note ends. There's nothing else by the way instructions. You decide it's time for bed. What has art of just apples with heart bites in it? That makes no sense. A collection of particles circle around. They are diluted with a heavy substance, though you cannot tell what. In your dreams, the particles attempt to create form in a jigsaw symbol into a storm. Inside the storm, there is no one and nothing except small spaces where it's immeasurably dark, your vision recedes. You look from the bird's eye view into the storm, hoping to get a better look. As soon as you think you spot a person, the particles scatter. You repeat this process until finally you realize you are completely alone. The dream ends. You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving. The Monotype is by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo already knows the answer. I barely know you. Take it slow. Momo stares at you. The words do not register, nor does it seem Momo derives any meaning from them. It is as if you spoke a different language. Does that matter? In the first place, you are my designated parent. Nothing can change this fact. A moment passes, and Momo's stomach begins to grumble. Now that you think about it, how does Momo manage to speak? It won't. Let's see. Momo thinks you have a good taste in interior design, very postmodern. By the way, what does postmodern mean? Momo saw it on a book from your shelf. Truthfully, you don't know. Momo is now humming the Imitacorp jingle. Momo, is Momo a herbivorous or a carnivore? You don't know yet, but he seems to like pancakes. He's now full of energy. Play with Momo. Move, fight. Momo flies into the air. They're surprisingly heavy. Keep going, parent. After 30 minutes of using Momo like an exercise ball, you're tired. You drop him onto the floor, and while he lays there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo seems fidgety. Parent, Momo still wants to play. Refuse. Why not, parent? He asks. I'm tired. Let's call it quits. I don't want to do this, you respond. Momo looks up to you from your linoleum floor. You see an expression of frustration. One more time, he says. You assume that Momo is young. You don't want to be a dick. Momo is thrown into the air exactly one more time. Time for bed, you say. Momo looks like a Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of glue. Ooh, that glue. Ooh. You decide to pet him, but to your surprise, his body is taut. Underneath is a muscle-bound creature. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, there's nothing, there's only a person. There's only one thing that can be made out is appearance of a person. Momo is likely dreaming about someone and is most likely you. You're back in the desert, still in a bird's eye view. The particles have ceased to move. You know that you've been waiting a long time. Oh god, it's getting to the point where I can't read. Longer than you have waited in real life. You want something to happen. You know this is a dream, but the particles, your buoyant vision, the endless wait, years could pass without contradiction. For now, this is everything. As you've been waiting, the particles have started moving. They scatter like dust. Above you, even higher than where you currently are, it starts raining to an innumerable degree. You extend. You are now in the clouds. The rain is below you. You're looking down from an even higher position. Finally, without your own observation, the particles begin to assimilate. They seem to form something defiant. Definite? Defiant. You don't notice the figure below you until you see a hand waving. It is a new day. Momo heard that this country GDP is on the fritz. Soon nobody will be making babies anymore. Banks will go under, food will be short, mass suicides all around. Will Momo be there for it? No, Momo has a bunker out in southwest Ribbo City. Very safe, well stocked. How does Momo know so much about the world? Intuition. Does Momo know where the bunker is? No, and he does not like revealing such details. Parrot, can Momo ask you a question? What is GDP? Momo pauses. Momo does not know what a bunker is. To tell you the truth, is it a type of pancake? Yes. It's a very thick pancake. Very metallic-y. Hydration. Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods. What should you give him? Let's give him artichoke. According to Mo, the artichoke heart looks like a flower, and because flowers are pretty, his words, not yours. He graciously eats it. Why is this food shaped this way? Is it all food shaped this way? Why do we eat, parents? You do not have reasonable answers to these queries. The world truly is strange, Momo says. Life with Momo is relatively simple. Oh god, it's only been 9 minutes of reading. They are a crude mix between a child and virtual pet. Concerning this, you don't have any particular feelings. However, this does make it difficult when Momo asks concerning questions of his identity crisis. Is Momo human? No. If I am not human, then why does parent take care of me? Because it's mutually beneficial. You get food and a room. I get a pet. Is this everything? Is Momo a pet? Yes. Momo has ceased asking questions, so you can feel they were hurt by your answer. Today, you decided to show Momo the world through your television, of course. Place Momo onto the couch where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what television is. However, you turn on your TV. What program should you turn into first? New sheriff in town. I ain't having a swig of this, a mustachioed man fitted with a cowboy hat spits on the ground. Tastes like my mother's burnt boot. The bartender hides his frustration. Just give me that whiskey. Suddenly, the door opens. From the sunlight emerges a shadowy figure. It looks like to be a man in his early 40s, tan and with multiple scars. Sheriff Dudley, snake in the bush, sin incarnate. His hand waves in a grand gesture. How many holes could I press into that suit of yours before you bleed? The Tin Man pulls out his revolver, and Lord did he know, despite all my guilt and sour as iron cuts deep, you will know what it means. Bottle to the right, yeah, there. Sheriff Dudley flicks his wrist to the whiskey bottle in the corner. The bartender does not move. We'll get a move on. When nothing happens, Sheriff Dudley slaps his fingers onto the table. Dudley, the Tan Man says, the devil welcomes a new man to his hearth. Hearth. You will pay for your crimes against me. Dudley stares down, then sucks his teeth. The Tan Man cocked his gun. Well, dog, the sheriff does not move. Gonna get up, and you got cocked with no butt. The whistle of a bullet is preceded by a hole appearing in the Tan Man's head. The words do not exit his mouth, and his face drops in its expression. He falls to the floor. Language there, partner. Sheriff Dudley turns to the bartender, a grimace on his face. How many times I gotta ask? That whiskey in the corner. Okay, and then let's do Dragon Sphere. You'll pay for this, Rizuma. On my life, I swear to destroy you. This ends now. A man with rippling muzzles stands on the screen. He looks like he's squatting, like he's using the toilet. In actuality, he's powering up. Super angry, that's the stuff of legends. Artichoke of all people, blast it all, yells Veginita? To no one in particular. Artichoke, the other man yelling, has been in the one position for the past 15 minutes. Rocks levitate, thunderstorms form, and lava erupts on the ground. In the meantime, Friezema, who is awestruck, stares at his rippling muscles. This continues for another 20 minutes. In this time, Artichoke and Friezema have only managed to grunt at each other. At the 40th minute mark, Artichoke finally releases his energy. His hair turns blonde, his muscles are bigger now. Friezema, from what you can tell, is in awe of his bulging chest. There's a silence until Artichoke breaks it by speaking. He says but one thing. Now I'm really angry. Friezema blushes. The episode ends. But okay, now we watch Planet Hippo. Look at the size of this one, mate. A man with an accent is pointing to a hippo. What a pretty little lady we got here. Along with his camera, the presenter is hiding in a bush. He wears a pair of binoculars and kayak t-shirts. Old Bertha's put on a couple hundred, but oh, she's right, but gorgeous. He licks his lips. The presenter then exits the shade of the bush and runs to the sandy bank where the hippo lies. Come here, Bertha, you sly gal. He enters the water, lifting his legs as fast as he can go. The mother hippo stares the man down, nostrils above the water. Why does he run? Momo asks. For the footage of the hippo, you respond. Momo takes a moment. What does he want to do with the hippo? The man on the screen grabs the hippo and subsequently is flung into the air. He is then pulled down under. He does not resurface. Between the two of you, there's a long pause. Finally, you speak up. Yeah, I don't really like him either. You decided to change the channel. After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. Momo hobbles up the stairs. You cook something for yourself and then call it a night. Momo sleeps soundly. In the theater of Momo's mind, they are studying hippos. For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. It's all they're currently dreaming of. In your dreams, particles have formed a shadow. From your height, you believe their shadow to be your own is overcast. There is no available light. A question arises. At present, and presents a contradiction. How can shadows exist if there is no light? You already know why. You descend to the earth. A shadow mimics your movement and rises up. It is not a shadow. It is face to face to you now. Oh god, just why? You descend to the earth. The shadow mimics your movement and rises up. It's not a shadow. It's face to face to you now. When you move your right arm, it moves its right arm. When you move your left, it does the same. The dark formation mimics your every move. You find it unnerving. Oh god, I hate acid. You start to dig into the earth. You want to hide until it goes away. As you descend, the shadow rises into the air and becomes the object projecting its figure onto the earth. You realize that you are the shadow, and the dark formation, by contrast, has become you. You have switched positions. You feel a tinge of regret. Momo has woken up excited. Could we try something new? He asks. Hey Momo, what do you want to do? In the corner of your room, Momo has picked up a copy of 100 Facts About Hippos. You do not know how this book appeared in your house. She has been reading it since daytime. Would you like to know a hippo fact? Sure. Hippos can hold their breath for approximately 5 minutes. They cannot swim. Instead, they bound through the water using the force of their feet. Incredible, don't you think? Let's give another hippo fact. Hippos are known to live in small herds of up to 10 to 20 hippos. They are led by a dominant hippo, while other hippos are submissive to him. Essentially, it is a harem. By the way, what is that harem? Oh, and here's another thing about hippos. According to this researcher, hippos may have consciousness like that of a human. Some say that because of their brain size and neural connectivity, it may be similar to that to a pig or a whale. Although it's impossible to tell because, we are not hippos, we are humans. You are not human. Himbo. No, not himbo. God, words. We are not. I am human, you are not. Momo has been reading another hippo fact until he hears you. He has stopped scanning the book, and his body is furrowed. What do you mean? Momo's not what? Not human? You thought you had already established this, or that Momo has already known this. It seems that raising Momo as human has been confusing. Isn't his identity still forming? Is Momo actually just a child? You are parent. Momo stares at his non-essential feet. You are parent, I am son. He says this a final time. You are my parent, I am your son. This time he looks up to you. I'm not your parent. Didn't we establish this? Momo spasms. He puts down the book about hippo facts, and for a moment stares into blank space. He does not say anything for 5 minutes. He does not move thereafter. Then, as nothing happened, Momo picks up the book. Hey parent, would you like to know another hippo fact? Head to bed. It is the dream. The shadow stays in the air, you stay in the ground. A white sphere has opened you up from the storm. Wait, what? A white sphere has opened up from the storm. It looks upon the both of you. Would you like to get out, friend? To this you cannot respond, as you do not have a mouth. You do not have arms either. You in the air, would you like to get out? The shadow, still floating in the air, does not give a response. In this entrophic storm, it would be hard to make out. The sphere's words, however, are clear. Light comes from the sphere. It has a dark center. For a moment, clarity resides, and you realize that the sphere is the sun. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They have grown hippo feet. Momo has staring in the mirror since morning. They have not left. Why have I grown feet? They shuffle in the mirror. Why do I look like this? They turn around in the mirror. Why does my face look like this? I shouldn't look like this. What is happening? Where are my hands? Where are my fingers? What is happening, parent? To take Momo's mind off his recent transformation, you decide to play some television for him. Crikey, mate, Bertha's gotten even thicker. The man from last time is back. He's wearing a cast around his neck. His kayakis have been lined with sweat all along his crotch area. Now, Bertha, I know we had issues, sweetie, but let bygones be bygones. He Dibber charges at him once more he's flung into the air. He falls on the ground, this time making a loud thud. He does not get up. The TV cuts off. An ad is playing. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Order a Monotype today. The digital meets the physical, the most real, organic creation of Momotype. Almost like a human child. Momo has been staring at the screen. They have not moved. Whether by intention or not, you realize your mistake before it's too late. Supplies are limited. Get your very own friend today. Genetically bred to love humans like a real child. The shot cuts to an eerily similar image of Monotype. Isn't that right, Momo? Come by the bunker, Momo. You will safe. TV ad ends. Previously programming continues. You want to go to bed, Momo? He asks meekly. There's no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one, or at least that's what seems to be the case. Bed? You ask another time? When no response comes, you immediately head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters. The sky is brighter in your dream. A cold chill has found itself in the air, and wherever you are, you feel it. Okay, the sky is bright in your dream, and a cold chill goes down your spine, and blah, 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 blah. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. You're not in the earth anymore. You're standing upright, face to face with your shadow, the descendant. Would you like to get out? The sun asks again. The shadow speaks. Yes, I would like to get out. You are puzzled. When you move your hand, the shadow moves his. When you move, he mirrors you. Was the shadow yourself since the beginning? No, you think. Before you can realize, the shadow true natures. They already moved into the far recesses of some other plane. They have moved on, yet they still here. Sorry guys, I got a text my cousin. Alright, before you realize the shadow's true nature, they have already moved on into some recesses of other place. They have moved on, and yet you are still here. In the far corners of your dream, particulates have been collecting together. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. You find Momo in front. He looks like a little dog. He is staring at himself in the mirror. I thought you were parent. If not parent, then human who loved me. You are neither. This is fake. Well, I grew up, parent, or am I just a pet to be discarded after serving my purpose? I will never grow up, parent, will I? You can hear pain in Momo's voice. Do you think this was alright? He asked to give me such a cruel life. You're about to speak, but you are cut off. I am nothing, a pale imitation, a freak, a process of ideas. Process? This is not funny, Momo looks to you. Everything I will ever be is centered around you. You're my loved one, parent. I am, after all, your child. Momo's mind is ablaze. They're staring into you. You are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And to make it even worse, you are entirely real. I can never come close to you. I'm not even real. Momo inhales. Please no, he pauses. I love you so much it hurts my insides. I want to tear out everything in me so I could be out at your side. I want to love you forever. I never told you this, Parrot. Is it even possible? Momo gives his final words. No, it is not. I only know one thing. You are not human. You are Friezma, the Tame Man, the Hippo Man, evil, less than human, nothing. Momo hops away. His body jiggles with each step. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head for bed, unable to fall asleep. You are anxious for the new day. In Momo's dream, they are a hippo. With the absence of your shadow, the sun has since disappeared. Time has continued to pass. Here's a trick of the mind, you hear someone say. Who knows what we'll find in the storm? I'm already you, friend. You're already me, the voice continues. From the horizon there appears the sun once more. I'm already you, it gets even brighter now. You're already me. Standing in the bleached center of the desert is a lone body. It is you. You look behind to see your shadow being cast by the sun. It has returned and not by their own choice. Do you want to get out? The voice ends. Your shadow stays behind you. It will not move by itself anymore. Wake up, Parrot. What is Momo anyway? A pancake? A bunker? Is Momo an idea? Momo's body is taut. In the depths of their eyes, you see a tunnel. Will you love me? Momo asks. Run. You run to the hallway. It is empty. The light from the streets reflects into the space. Though you cannot see well, you can make out what is behind you. I don't actually love you, huh? What's that? You don't love me? Why? Why don't you love me? I'm everything you could ever ask for and more. I made for you. I delivered for you. What more do you need? The creature looks at you from a towering height. I wish I had no eyes so I could never see you. I love you so much. Does it just continue? You entered your living room. The creature has chased after you. If only I was born in a different body. I am an abomination, a deviant. You are everything I ever wished to be. Please love me. Poor Momo had an identity crisis. I read the tag in my basket. I only live for 7 days, right? Is this true, Parent? But I don't want to die. You make me vomit. No human could be this cruel. To raise me as his plaything, I reject it. So I'm designed to love you. I love myself. I am human. You are the creature. A disgusting parasite. A worm. Do you like being stepped on, you worm? I know you like it. This time, it won't be fake. Run to the kitchen. Momo reaches for your neck. Ah! Know that I still love you. How could I not? You're blacking out. Was I designed to love you, Parent? Even so, does it matter? This is the most real thing to me. Please answer me. Parent? 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 A dust storm led in the air. You are in the desert-like area. There's nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find anyone. It is very lonely. You decide to create a mirror. It is made of particles circling the air. In the mirror, you see your reflection. Your swarthy figure walks out of the mirror. The borders between the glass and the desert have vanished. Your reflection is now in front of you, and you are both standing together. Your float stares at you, puzzled. You cannot tell if they are conscious. Are they even alive? Unbeknownst to you. However, the clone is having the same thoughts. The vast string that separates you is not one of physical distance. It's something more tragic. You both realize that you will never experience anything other than yourselves. You realize that you are in your own world and nothing more. The shadow vanishes. The desert, despite all your attempts, is empty. Parent. Parent. You are conscious. Where am I, Parent? There is a long pause. You cannot say a word as your throat has been crushed. All around you there is darkness. The light from the street illuminates everything into a vague shapes, but nothing you can truly make out. You hear the sound of your heart beating, and in this dark room, the air sits heavy. I think we both know where this leads, Parrot. Frankly, I don't think I should have called you that. I should even call you that. You don't deserve it. Your throat is throbbing. I renounce your title, human. You are no longer Parrot. It is what you've wanted. Thank you for housing me. I won't forget you. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. Okay, so Momo leaves throughout the kitchen window from the looks of it. Momo has left your building and entered the streets. They are approached the walkway, which divides two separate train stations, one going downtown and the other uptown. The tunnel is lined with panes of glass. Momo looks inside. So many people! Momo has been eyeing the walkers. None of them have noticed. That man looks just like Sheriff Dudley. He has a big mustache. The other man has bulging muscles. Is he related to Artichoke? Momo stares amused. This is his first time outside. Amid the noise of the local trains, Momo has been standing in relative silence, at least to those walking. Will you be my new parent? He asks. There is no response. Momo has been ignored. At least that's what he believes. Please, I had a parent last time, but this time I'll be especially good for any of you. Again, there's no response from those passing by. They continue down the walkway to and fro. There's more on their mind than what is currently outside, and they move collectively in a white moment, with their heads focused on either the ground or what's in front of them. Momo is just staring, eyes vacant. Finally, he gets in. Please, when have you be my parent? His voice is distorted throughout the glass, but this is enough to raise the heads of those walkers. They look first in genuine surprise, and then in terror they run. Well, if you do see like a giant hippo-looking Tamagotchi thing come to life and asking if you will be its mother/father, I would run too. Or just stare in curiosity, but most likely will scream. The walkway is clearing out. Some are screaming. Where are you going? Momo asks. Please don't go. Don't leave me alone. It's been approximately 24 hours since Momo was spotted. For the first 3 hours, lone passengers will walk down the tunnel, attempting to get to their respective trains. This will be interrupted by Momo asking the same question. Can you be my parent? This continued for the better part of the day until authorities were contacted. The police surrounded Momo without specific instructions. They did not know what the protocol was for. Did not know the protocol for the creature which is now stood in the middle of the city street, staring at the walkway and intermittently asking passersby if they could be his parent. The blockade continued. Momo was freely unaware that for better part of 72 hours he stood there waiting. Why does it hurt so much? He would ask by the 48-hour mark. 160 hours had passed. He would fall asleep at the changing intervals, but would wake up to the sound of anyone within a block radius talking. He would think it was another person. He would want to ask them the same question. By the 72-hour mark, a little more than a week had passed since he received Momo. By this point, he collapsed on the street. Exhausted over this is truly his natural lifespan, Momo could not continue. With the shadows encroaching his vision, the light from Momo's eyes faded into neural oblivion. Police noted that they had heard the creature say something before he was rendered inert. At this time, most officers were by their cars, eating donuts, wondering when they could go home. It's so lonely. By the 73rd hour, Momo was smaller than his original size. Now the 74th hour has just arrived. Momo has died. The end. Okay, so that was part 1 of Momotype. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Want to see more of my content, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload, hit that notification bell. In the description will be links to my Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, merch source, all that fun jazz. And the links at the Game Devs store page and the Game Devs page as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys. Ah!